Hey, you want to strengthen your hips and you want to improve your hip mobility. In today's video, I'm going to share an 18-minute follow-along workout that'll help you strengthen your hips and improve your hip flexibility so you can do things like touch your toes. This workout does not require a lot of equipment, but it is definitely helpful to have some ankle weights, so grab them if you've got them. This hip workout is going to help you stabilize your pelvis and improve the strength of your hip muscles and the overall hip mobility that you currently have. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. Before we get started, I want you to know that this comes from the Healthy Hips 1 follow-along workout. So if you want to get all the other workouts and stretch sessions that go along with this workout, then be sure to check out the link to the Healthy Hips program that I'm going to link in the description box. Without further ado, let's start the workout. Let's start by lying down on the floor. You're going to bring your hands up, legs up, low back is flat. You're going to lift your head up so now your neck is working. If at any point during this exercise your neck tires out, feel free to let your head rest. But think about this as a way to be building neck strength over time. So now we're in this position. You're going to take your right hand and left leg and move them away from one another, nice and slow and controlled, keeping the low back flat. Then bring it back. That's 1. Slowly out. Keep that low back flat. That's 2. Only go as far as you can go with your hands and leg while still keeping your low back flat. If that's only here, that's fine. 3, 4, and over time, you want to try to get a little bit farther. 5, until you can get really far out there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a rest here so your neck can relax. And then we're going to reset. So arms up, legs up. And this time it's going to be your left hand and your right leg. Ready? Here we go. 10 times. Only go as far as you can go while keeping your low back flat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that was 10. Nice. Now we're going to put ankle weight on your right leg. You're going to hold on to the wall to help you balance, and then we're just going to be lifting that right leg up. Knee stays bent. Now when you do this, you're trying to get as high up as you can without leaning back or without heavily arching your back. You want your abs to be engaged and you want the muscles in the front of your hip to be working. So we're going to be doing 12 of these. Go as high as you can, and over time you want to be improving your range of motion. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be helpful to kind of pull down on the wall. That keeps your abs engaged. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more. 12. Good. Then we're going to switch sides. Same thing. Go as high as you can go. Feel the hip flexors working. You're going to feel that in the top of the thigh. Hands on the wall. Pulling down can keep the abs engaged a little bit better. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Now, we're going to switch to the other leg. This time, we're going to do hamstring curls. This is going to be bringing the heel towards your butt, okay? This may result in cramping. That's to be expected, and if it happens, don't panic. Just wait for the cramp to pass. If it feels like using the weight makes this impossible, just don't use the weight and just get these hamstrings used to the idea of curling your foot towards your butt. And when you feel ready, add the weight again. So here we go. Going up. That's 1, 2, 3, really squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold it up there, squeeze it up there, and relax. Then switching to the other leg. 12 on this side. Hands on the wall, pull down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last one. 12. Nice. It can be really helpful to wake up your hip flexors and your hamstrings, because for a lot of us, modern life means these muscles just atrophy, which means they ache. Now we're going to be near the wall with our hands on the wall. You're going to walk your feet away so you're at an incline angled towards the wall. You want to try to let your heels still touch the floor. If they're up a little bit, that's fine. This may feel like a really good calf stretch, and that's totally fine, and it's kind of the point. Now, when we do this exercise, we're going to keep weight into the big toes on both of our feet. We're going to be doing a calf raise like this, okay? So you're going to keep weight into the balls of your feet, into the big toes, so that you don't roll out to the sides like that. You want to keep those big toes in contact with the floor. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going towards the wall, a calf raise. You want to keep the balls of your foot engaged and the big toes engaged. So that's 2. Nice and slow and controlled. 3, really feel yourself squeezing the floor. 4, with the muscles on the underside of your foot. 5, 6. To make this easier, walk closer. To make this harder, walk farther away. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You should really feel the muscles of your calves having worked pretty hard during that exercise. Now let's move on to the next. Hey, while you're resting, I just want to remind you, after you're done with this workout, go check out the full program. The Healthy Hips program link is going to be down in the description box. For this next exercise, you're going to take a light weight, use a 5 to 10 pound dumbbell, and you're just going to hold it in front of you. Make sure you've got a good grip so you don't drop it on your toes. You're going to be keeping your spine in the same shape as you fold forward into a bow. So think about your butt reaching behind you towards the wall or whatever is behind you. So my butt is reaching back. My spine maintains the same position that it had when I started. So that means I'm not going to be curling as my first motion. I'm going to be thinking about my butt sliding back. My weight stays balanced in the front of my feet and in the back of my feet, meaning toes and heels. I don't want to rock all the way onto my heels or go all the way onto my toes. I try to stay as balanced as I can. So we're going to do this nice and slow. Just keep the weight close to you as your butt slides back. The weight's just sliding down the front of your legs. Keep the weight balanced in your feet, and you're keeping the knees as straight as you can as you bow. As you get lower, you can go ahead and let that weight move a little bit more towards the front, towards your toes, and then you're going to slowly come up and keep that weight close to you again as you come back up. Let's do it again. That was 1. We're going to do this 5 times. Nice and slow and controlled. Let your hamstrings lengthen. Feel the work that they're doing. They're lengthening and working to control the descent of the weight and the descent of your body. At that bottom position, you can let the weight move forward. Feel that stretch. Then bring it back as you come slowly back up, working those hamstrings. That's 2. When you do this, again, don't initiate with a rounding of your spine. Keep the spine in the same shape as best you can and slide the butt back, slide the weight down your legs, slow and controlled. Just get to where you can get. If that's only right here, that's fine. Hang out here. See if you can get a little more distance out of it, a little more range. Then keep it close as you come back up. 3. Whew, we got 2 more. Here we go. Down we go. Keep it close as you come back up. That's 4. Last one. Let's try to get as much range as we can while still feeling safe. Keep that spine shape the same. Get to wherever you can go. Hang out down there. Let the weight pull your hamstrings into more length. Breathe calmly. Let the weight work. Let the weight work on your hammies. And then slowly come back up. Really feeling the hamstrings working to pull you back up. Nice. That's 5. Now we're going to work our shin muscles right here. So you're going to start with your back against the wall. Either wear shoes or use a pad that won't slip away. That's why I've got a kettlebell there. And we're gonna be lifting the toes up towards our face using the muscles on our shins. So your back stays against the wall and you're just lifting the toes, pulling them towards your face and then back down. We're gonna keep the knees pretty straight. We don't wanna hyperextend them, but keep them relatively straight while you pull your toes towards your face. So now let's do 20 repetitions. 1, 2, 3. If you want to make these harder, you walk farther away. 4. If you want to make them easier, then you have your feet closer to the wall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feel those shins. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now we've woken up our calves and our shins, which does have carryover for our hip mobility. For this exercise, you're gonna need a pillow or a cushion under your knee, close to the wall. Then you're gonna put your foot up on the wall. Your other foot is gonna step forward, and then you're going to lift your whole body up, trying to keep the glute engaged and the abs engaged. That's going to create posterior pelvic tilt and a big stretch in the front of your thigh. Use a chair or a stick or bench to help you balance yourself so you don't feel like you're wobbling and you can't focus on the stretch. And now let's start to hold this for 60 seconds wherever you're at. Hold it, keep the abs engaged, feel that stretch, feel the glute engaged. Keep trying to work yourself closer to the wall. Use assistance as necessary to help you balance. If you still feel like you can go closer, you can go closer. But if this feels like a really nice stretch, then enjoy this really nice stretch. The quads and the hip flexors get a real deep stretch in this position. Just enjoy it. These muscles really need it when we've been sitting all day long in chairs, on couches, and in car seats. Nice. All right, so we'll go ahead and relax. And we're gonna switch legs. Ease your way out of that. Put your other knee down. You're gonna take the foot, put it up on the wall, and then let's go into the stretch. Up we go, feeling the stretch through the thigh, making sure the abs stay engaged, making sure the butt cheek is engaged. The closer we get to the wall, the bigger the stretch we feel. Just enjoy that. Feel into that. You can breathe calmly. You can even twist your body around a little bit. Look around the room and teach these muscles to relax in multiple angles and positions. Really opening up our ability to get hip extension. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and relax out of that. That's it for the workout circuit. If you want to get real bang for the buck, make sure you go through the whole circuit a total of 2 times. Let's take a second to talk about some common issues with some of the exercises in this workout. For the dead bug, if you find that your neck is getting too tired and you can't hold your head up, feel free to let your head rest on the ground. Over time, you will be building strength in your neck. If you want to focus on that separately, then just go ahead and get down on the floor and practice holding your head up off of the floor so these neck muscles have a chance to work without you having to think about moving your arms and legs at the same time. Just do those head lifts separately for 30 to 60 second holds and do it for 2 or 3 rounds so that those neck muscles really get a workout. For the can-cans and hamstring curls,
Remember that you're trying to build range. If you have a limited range of motion right now, that's totally fine. Just keep working on a regular basis to build that range back up. To make these exercises more effective and to build strength in the long run, keep adding weight. You can use heavier ankle weights or double up on your ankle weights to really increase your strength in these two motions. For the big toe calf raises, to make those easier, move your feet closer. To make them harder, move your feet further away from the wall. As you get more coordinated, you'll be able to feel the muscles working. And then if you really want to feel the muscles working hard, make sure you are mentally focusing and going slow enough to make sure you're using the right muscles. On the weighted hinge, make sure you are staying within a medium challenge in your range of motion, especially when you begin. You want to make sure you've got good form, that your spine is staying in the right position, and that your hamstrings are working properly to lengthen as you descend. Make sure that all feels clear to you before you start increasing the weight that you're holding on to. As you get extremely competent, you can actually do this exercise with very heavy weights, but don't rush to that. It's a long-term goal that you can work on, but you need to lay the foundation of solid form and understanding before you go into that. For the shin raises, remember to go slow and feel the burn in the shins. The further your feet are from the wall, the more you're going to feel the shins working. For the wall quad stretch, really focus on form, keep the abs on, keep your glutes on, and feel the stretch through the thigh. If you can, move yourself closer so the knee is really close to the wall, and you can work on getting your knee right up against the wall so that you can feel a really, really deep stretch through the hip flexors and the quads. Again, don't rush it. If you feel like it's really hard to even get in position because your whole body gets twisted off to the side, then use extra cushions to elevate the knee so that you can maintain a more level position of your pelvis so your body isn't twisted. Now that you've finished the workout, let's answer a very important question. How often should you use this workout? I would suggest just doing it twice a week to start, and then you can bump it up to 3 times a week if you feel like that's necessary and actually beneficial. The key thing is never to cripple yourself with soreness. In the full Healthy Hips 1 program available on my website, I combine workouts like this one with stretch sessions into a comprehensive schedule that you can use for a bare minimum of 3 months of massive improvement in your hip mobility. So if you want to systematically improve your hip mobility, be sure to check out the Healthy Hips 1 program, which I am going to link in the description box. I also want to know how you're feeling after doing this workout. What did you learn? What did you notice? What muscles do you find are really talking to you? What exercise did you find most difficult? Drop me a comment down below. If you want to check out one of the stretch sessions from the Healthy Hips 1 program and you want to do that for free, then be sure to check out this video, which I'm linking here. Support this channel by using the thanks button or any of the links that you'll find down in the description box, or become a supporting member by clicking the join button down below. Like this video and share this video with your best friend. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks. Life shouldn't.